Hello again, YouTube. Welcome back to my channel. My name is McPato, and this is McPato PC. And today we're going to be building a virtual PC of the month until I get some sponsors, and people are sending me boxes of computer parts every month, and I get to choose from a selection of quality components. We're going to settle for a virtual computer build, and these are going to be components that I've selected myself, that I would use myself, and that I've researched extensively, and that I believe in, and that I would stand behind. So if you're looking for a computer as a whole, this would be a fine option. And if you're looking for individual components, but you're not sure, what's a good monitor for 1080p, what's a good keyboard, this could give you some idea where to start. We're going to be doing the whole build on PCPartPicker. So if you're not familiar with that, PCPartPicker is a great site. They've got versions for US, Canada, the UK, Australia, New Zealand, and a variety of other countries. What they do there is they'll basically gather up all the prices, or some of the prices for computer components in your area. And basically sort of rank out the prices. They'll show you the cheapest price, and then from there you can choose where to buy. You can't buy on PCPartPicker. It just gives you sort of a direction or an idea of who is charging what, how much for what component. So it's a good place to start. They also have a built-in feature that's called a Compatibility Checker, if you will. So basically, if you choose an AMD processor, but then you want to use an Intel motherboard, it's not going to let you mix those two. It'll tell you, hey, you know what, this isn't working, and there'll be a reason why. So maybe you're using the wrong RAM, maybe you're using the wrong type of expansion card, maybe you're using the wrong case with this size motherboard. It will pick that up, hopefully, or you don't have enough power in your power supply or whatever. It'll tell you that, hey, you need to wake up, this isn't going to work, don't buy these parts, they don't work together. So in most cases, this is a helpful feature. Sometimes new things come out and it will give you a warning, even though it's not necessarily correct. But that's a pretty isolated incident, and I wouldn't worry about it. You can also create a profile. You can save parts lists. You can set price alerts. So let's say you really want to buy an Asus Strix GTX 1080, but it's too expensive right now. You can set a price. So let's say it's $750 today. You only have $680 to spend. You can set that in, and when the price drops to that level at a vendor, they will send you an email from PCPartPicker. They'll say your part's on sale, and you can pick it up at that time. So that's a great feature as well of PCPartPicker. I'll be using the Canadian PCPartPicker, and I'll show you how to change that. You can change on the fly, so very easy to do. So without further ado, let's get into it. The computer that we're going to be virtually building will be described in full in the description below. As well, I will have Amazon parts listings for the US and Canada. I apologize. I understand I have a lot of viewers in the UK as well as Australia and the rest of the world. So I'm sorry, guys. I will hopefully be able to expand in the future. Just that given my time constraints, this is just easier right now. And as the US and Canada are my two larger markets at this time, I kind of focus on that. But everything else is true for the rest of the world. All right, so let's jump in. Let's go have a look at PCPartPicker. All right, everyone. Here is PCPartPicker. As I've said, there's options to choose any of these countries here. So a good selection. Clicking on a country will change the pricing and availability. So for example, if I go from Canada to US here, you'll see the prices change on the components. So that is good to know. I've put together my list already to save a bit of time. We're going to go through it quickly, and then I'll show you a few of the features you can use within PCPartPicker. So let's start off right here with the Compatibility Check. This will be in the corner here all the time. Basically tells you that, hey, you know what? No issues or incompatibilities were found. It does guide you kind of along the way for most of the components, so it kind of helps not allow you to choose anything that wouldn't work anyway, but they're still at the risk, and this does show you if you go off course. Up here you'll see what it's estimating my wattage to be. This does not account for overclocking or other sort of variables. So if you had LED strips or RGB strips, additional fans, more hard drives, a different video card, whatever, this would of course change, so that's important to note as well. And we've gone, as you can see, with a 650 watt power supply. You might say that's too much, and perhaps it is. But power supplies are designed to offer the most efficiency, provided you stay within a range. And that range is usually somewhere in the area of, say, 60 to 80% utilization. So this does fall sort of in that area, just below maybe, pretty close though. So your power supply is going to end up running more efficiently than if you had, say, a 500 or 450 watt power supply. It's going to potentially run quieter. The fan might not even need to run, etc. You're going to put less strain on the components. So definitely, I would say 650 watts is a good starting point for a power supply. Okay, so let's click on a component like the CPU here. And it shows you the different vendors that are offering the part and that are affiliated with the PCPartPicker or the PCPartPicker uses in your area. Down here, you'll see a chart showing the price for that item over time. So you can see when there's a sale or when there's been price drops, kind of how low you can expect it to go. And here you can set up a price, whatever you want, and set it. If the price drops to that level or to that price, you'll get an email sent out to you and you can jump on the deals that way and not miss a saving opportunity. Down here, you'll see reviews from other people. As you can see, this is a good product. It's got some good reviews. Here you'll be able to find builds that people have made and uploaded to the site. They'll usually put some pictures with it, so you can have a look what components look like together. You know, if you're looking at a particular case and you're not sure how things look, you can have a look. You can see if coolers have been used for different builds, similar to yours, or what have you. So that's a great option as well. Then down the side here, you'll see kind of some information about your product. Part number, frequency, etc. Good information. So that is how that works. And just for fun here, we're going to close this and say we wanted to add it again. We're going to click on choose a CPU, and we're going to, here you're able to organize things by price, so lower to higher. You can also use ratings. You can use TDP, you can use cores, speed. You can sort it out based on, and I've selected an AMD motherboard, so it's kind of taken out Intel to prevent me from choosing the wrong component. But you can choose manufacturer, you can choose a series of processor. So like for example, if you want a Ryzen 3, click on it, boom, just brings up Ryzen 3. So that's a no-hassle way to find what you need quickly. So again, here's my part list. I'm going to link it in the description below. This is a solid computer. If I were building a PC today, I would not hesitate to use each and every one of these components in that build. I've researched them extensively, and I stand behind my selections. Like I said, there might be occasion where, for example, this 1 terabyte drive is $75. You might be able to pick up a 2 terabyte for $96. If you have the budget for it, I would say go ahead and do that. There's definitely a savings there going from 1 to 2, and you're probably going to end up using it, so why not? In this case, the 1600X is less expensive than the 1600. So that's a great purchase, of course. You can still overclock it on the B350 series motherboard that I've chosen here. So performance is not limited at all. You've got a great cooler. Again, performance is not limited. We're maxing out sort of the speed that's supported by Ryzen at this time, 3200 megahertz memory. Some boards might go a little higher, but as far as I know, this is pretty much it. And Ryzen loves faster RAM, so this is a good option. We've got an SSD for your OS, and then the the Fire CUDA here for all of your gaming and storage needs. I chose the RX 570 from Asus, as this is a Corsair and Asus themed build. I could have also chosen a GTX 1060 or an RX 580, but in this particular case, seeing how we're going with a 1080p sort of system, I feel the 570 is a good match. And at 4 gigabytes instead of 8, not ideal, but it will be more than adequate for the next 1 to 2 years, I would say. So you can buy this with confidence. The case I've done a review on, the Carbide 400C by Corsair, is an outstanding case, and I would not hesitate to pick that up as well. And these items are not obviously necessary if you already have a keyboard, a mouse, or speakers. But if you don't, or if you do and you're looking to upgrade, these are great options. These are quality products that definitely feel premium and offer excellent performance. So this, again, will be in the description below. If you want to buy any of these components, I'm making up an Amazon parts list for the US and Canada. And we're just going to click on Canada here for fun so you guys can see the price difference on these parts. So some things are pretty dramatic, some are not very dramatic, but definitely more expensive in Canada. Alright guys, so hopefully you enjoyed this video. Just a quick little intro to PCPartPicker. I'll do another video in the future going more in depth, but that'll be it for this video. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. That'll be it for now. We'll see you guys soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye.